Hi, welcome to class. Today we'll discuss about moment of inertia. The application part of this moment of inertia is it is useful in the study of strength of materials. This concept is important in studying the load carrying capacity of any structural member subjected to bending. The moment of inertia determination of the cross-section area of structure members is carried out in the study of subjects like structural design, strength of material, machine design, and many more. First, what is moment of inertia? Let us consider an irregular plane lamina of area A, whose center of gravity is at a distance x from the reference y-axis and at a distance y from the reference x-axis. Moment of area about the y-axis equal to first moment of area if first moment of area is multiplied by the perpendicular distance x, it gives a into x square, known as second moment of area or simply moment of inertia. So in CG, what we are doing, we are multiplying area into its distance x, we call ax. But in moment of inertia, we have to multiply same distance 2 times. That it is called as a second moment of area, or simply we can call it as a moment of inertia. We can write moment of inertia about y-axis Iyy equal to ax square, and moment of inertia about x-axis Ixx equal to ay square. Radius of gyration. It is the distance from the given axis where the whole area of the plane figure is assumed to be concentrated so as not to alter the moment of inertia about the given axis. For example, the moment of inertia about axis 1, 1, that is I equal to A into K square. K equal to under root I by A. Here K is recorded as a radius of gyration. This is nothing but under square root. It is moment of inertia divided by area. In other words, radius of gyration of a body is defined as the distance from the reference axis at which the given area is assumed to be compressed and kept as thin as strip such that there is no change in its moment of inertia. That is radius of gyration. Parallel axis theorem. This theorem states that moment of inertia of a plane figure about axis 1, 1 parallel to centroidal axis Ix is equal to sum of moment of inertia about centroidal axis, that is Ix, and the product of area of the plane figure and the square of the distance between two axes. Equation is I11. If I take moment of inertia about one axis, then that is equal to centroid of this area plus I need to transfer this to I11 plus area into that distance square. So proof, let us consider a plane figure of total area A as shown in figure. Let Ix be the moment of inertia about x-axis, that is centroidal axis. So I11 the moment of inertia about 1, 1 axis. So let's choose an elementary strip of area dA at a distance y from the centroidal axis. This one. Moment of inertia of a strip about x-axis is dA into y square. So moment of inertia of total area about x-axis is Ix equal to summation of dA into y square. So moment of inertia of the strip about 1, 1 axis equal dA into y plus y bar square. So moment of inertia of the total area 1, 1 axis will be I11 equal to this. I will substitute, and after solving I will get I11 equal to Ix plus A into y square. So this is the proof, parallel axis theorem. Next we have perpendicular axis theorem. This theorem states that moment of inertia of a plane figure about an axis which is perpendicular to the plane of figure is equal to sum of the moment of inertia about two mutually perpendicular axis. This is the figure. So this is the area. This is I, Z, Y, x-axis. Radial distance R. This is X and this is Y. Let us consider an irregular figure of total area A as shown in figure. Let us choose an elementary strip of area dA at distance X from Y-axis, Y from X-axis and R from Z-axis respectively. Then you know that these are perpendicular, hence therefore I will get R square equal to X square plus Y square. So moment of inertia of a strip about X-axis dA into Y square, that is nothing but Ix equal to summation of dA into Y square. Similarly, moment of inertia of a strip about Y-axis is dA into X square. So moment of inertia of a whole area about Y-axis is Iy equal to summation of dA into X square, and moment of inertia of a strip about ZZ axis is dA into R square. So moment of whole area about Z axis is summation of dA into R square. So what do you mean by this R square? R square is nothing but X square plus Y square. I will substitute here. So you elaborate this, you will get summation of dA into X square plus summation of dA into Y square. This is Ixx, this is Iyy. So Iy plus Ix is nothing but Iz. This is perpendicular axis theorem. Next, we will derive equations or centroid moment of inertia for regular figures. We will derive moment of inertia of important figures. First, rectangle. Say width is B, total depth is D. I will consider an elementary strip of thickness dy at distance y from x-axis. So with this, I will get moment of inertia of strip about x-axis is B into dy into y square. So moment of inertia of whole figure about x-axis is Ix equal to from limit minus d by 2 to d by 2 b into dy into y square. I will just solve this. You will get BD cube by 12. So if I have a rectangle, at its centroid, the moment of inertia is BD cube by 12. So similarly, if you take this along y-axis, then you will get dB cube by 12. Next, I have triangle. Let us consider a triangle of lamina at base B and depth is total depth is d, small d, as shown in figure. Let us consider elementary strip of B1 with thickness dy at distance y from the base AB. Using the property of similar triangle, we get B1 by B equal to d minus y by d. So I am interested in B1 equal to d minus y b divided by d. So area of a strip is this into B1 into dy. B1 is nothing but this value. I will substitute here. Then moment of inertia of a strip about AB equal to d minus y b by d dy into y square. So that if you solve it for whole area of B with the limits 0 to d b y square dy minus 0 to d b y cube by d into dy, and solving you will get BD cube by 12 with respect to base. So if I transfer this to x-axis at centroid, so Ix equal to IAB minus AY square. So I will substitute IAB is nothing but BD cube by 12 minus half into area. This is half into base into height area into my CG from the base is 1/3 of d square. So it will be BD cube by 36. So similarly, if I take along y-axis, it will be dB cube by 36. So for triangle, it is BD cube by 36 at centroid and BD cube by 12 at the base. Next, circle. I have a circle with radius r and elementary strip at distance x with thickness of dx as shown in figure. So area of strip is 2 pi into dx, 2 pi x into dx, and moment of inertia is 2 pi x into dx into x square. So Iz equal to 0 to r 2 pi x cube into dx, 2 pi equal to x4 by 4, and solving you get pi r4 by 2. So for circular lamina, Ix equal to Iy. So using perpendicular axis theorem, we have Iz equal to Ix plus Iy, but that is nothing but Iz equal to 2 times of Ix. So Ix is Iz divided by 2. So above value Ix equal to pi r4 by 2 into 2, that is pi r4 by 4. This is moment of inertia of circle about its centroid axis, pi r4 by 4. We'll go to semicircle. Let us consider semicircle of radius r as shown in figure. Moment of inertia about semicircle is half into pi r4 by 4, that is pi r4 by 8. Same as circle, but it is half of that moment of inertia of circle. So if I transfer this to the base, Iab equal to Ix plus Ay square. So just substitute and solving, I will get 0.11 r to the power 4. Moment of inertia about y-axis is pi r4 by 8 because it is symmetrical about y-axis. So it is half of circle, pi r4 by 8. Similarly, I will go to quarter circle. Quarter circle radius r, it is half of semicircle. That is with respect to this centroid axis, it is Iyy equal to 0.11 r4 by 2, that is 0.055 r4. This is exactly half of semicircle. So points to remember: if I have a rectangle, say with the width b and d, and xx and yy are the centroidal axis for rectangle. You know that for rectangle, the width at centroid x bar is b by 2, y bar is d by 2. But moment of inertia Ixx is bd cube by 12, Iyy is db cube by 12. It is about centroidal axis. But at the base AB, it is Iab is bd cube by 3. And for triangle, base is b, height is h. You know that central x-axis, it is h by 3 from the base. From the tip, it is 2h by 3. So Ixx is bh cube by 36, and to the base, it is bh cube by 12. Central with respect to base. Circle, Ixx Iyy equal to pi r4 by 4 or pi d4 by 64. Semicircle, from the base, it is measured is 4r by 3 pi. Therefore, Ixx is 0.11 r to the power 4. Iyy is pi r4 by 8. And with respect to base AB, it is pi r4 by 8. Quarter circle, Ixx Iyy, it is 0.055 r4. And with respect to base AB, it is pi r4 by 16. So these are very useful information while solving the problem. If you have to calculate moment of inertia at central axis, you have to use Ixx Iyy. If it is moment of inertia with respect to base, then you have to use Iab equal to bd cube by 3. So we'll solve problem. Find the moment of inertia about centroidal axis for the figure shown. So this is the given figure. So they are not given any reference axis x or y. So by assuming, you have to find first steps are mark the reference axis to find CG. First you have to find out the CG. For the given figure, you have to mark the reference axis. So this is the reference axis x and the y for the given figure. Next step is divide the composite figure into standard geometric shape. So I will get all rectangle. So this is first, this is second, this is 3. I have divided into standard geometric shapes. Third step is find the centroid with respect to reference axis. This is x and this is y. First I need to find the centroid for the given figure. Fourth is mark the centroid on the composite figure. Then at last, with respect to that centroid, calculate the moment of inertia. We'll go one by one. First step is over, second is over, third we need to find, that is find the centroid with respect to reference axis. So I have divided into three parts, 1, 2, 3. First part, this is 120 depth, 20 width, x, and this is y. Area A1 is 20 into 120, x1 is 20 divided by 210, y1 is 120 by 260. Similarly, for second area, this is my reference axis with respect to this. My A1 is 60 into 2, x2 from this y-axis, centroid of the individual. So this is 20 plus 60 by 2, that is total 50. So y from the base, it is 10. Similarly, third figure, A3 is 20 into 60, x3 is 80 plus 20 by 2. This from reference axis to centroid of individual, that is third area. It is up to face, it is 80 plus here it is 20 by 2. So it is a 90. So y3 is 60 by 2, 30. So we know that x bar equal to a1 x1 plus a2 x2 plus a3 x3 divided by total area a1 plus a2 plus a3. If you substitute all the values and solve, you will get 40 mm. Similarly, y bar, it is also 40. So we know that we found out the x bar and y bar with respect to x and y. Just for the given figure, we need to draw the centroidal axis. So these are centroidal axis. From this face it is 40, from bottom it is 40. Now we need to find moment of inertia with respect to these centroidal axis. First figure I have drawn here x and this is y, centroidal axis with respect to figure 1. So with individual centroid, I need to measure the distance to the global centroidal axis xx. So and this I have drawn, this I have drawn here. First figure, Ix1 equal to, I need to transfer the individual centroidal axis to the xx axis. Therefore, Ix1 equal to, first this rectangle, it is BD cube by 12 plus area, that is 20 into 120 plus distance is from this individual centroid to xx is 20, therefore 20 square. If you write, you will get Ix1. Similarly, Iy1 is BD cube by dB cube by 12 plus area into this 30 square. This is 20 from the face, but here it is half. That is total up to centroid distance is 30. So 30 square. So you will get Iy1 equal to this value. Similarly, for second figure, so I have to calculate Ix1, Iy1, Ix2, Iy2, Ix3, Iy3. So all is over. This is my values. Just for moment of inertia about x-axis, I need to add all Ix1 plus Ix2 plus Ix3. Similarly, moment of inertia y-axis Iy equal to Iy1 plus Iy2 plus Iy3. That is value. Moment of inertia. Problem number 2. Find the moment of inertia of shaded area shown in figure about x-axis axis and y-y axis. All units given are centimeter. This is the given figure. Here this portion is cut. So how to arrange this? So first, this is first area, I will take addition. Second is total rectangle, I have taken it as addition. Third, this triangle, it is taken addition. But in rectangle, I have to deduct this semicircle. Semicircle, I have to deduct. So since the reference x-axis is at the base, so you know that when moment of inertia about the base, so I will just go on adding moment of inertia out axis. At the base, it is BD cube by 12 for triangle. Then plus rectangle BD cube by 3 with respect to base. Again triangle BD cube by 12 with respect to base. For semicircle, I have to deduct, because it has to deduct it, is pi r4 by 8. Solving this, I will get Ixx equal to this value, moment of inertia about x-axis. Similarly, I need to find moment of inertia about y-axis. So this is centroid. This is from this y-axis up to face of the triangle is 10. But here from the base, if you measure, means it is 1/3 of 10. That is 3.33. The total distance from individual centroid to global centroid is 13.33. And for rectangle, the y-axis is passing through centroidal axis. And for triangle, similarly, first case. And last, for semicircle, it is passing through the centroid itself. So to calculate moment of inertia y-axis, Iyy, it is for centroid BDQ by 36. It is with respect to centroid, plus this I need to transfer to y-axis. Therefore, half into base into height area into this distance square. So I have transferred to y. Next, this is with respect to centroid itself. Here B is 30, D is 20. So therefore BDQ by 12. Similarly, I have to add the second. Similarly, such that it is BDQ by 36 plus half into base and height area into distance square. Next, this semicircle I need to deduct pi r4 by 8. So solving this, I will get Iy, that is moment of inertia with respect to y-axis. Problem number 3. Find the moment of inertia of shaded area shown in figure about x-axis and y-axis. So this is given. The shaded area moment of inertia you need to find. So how many regular figures you have? One is a rectangle, second is quarter circle, third is quarter circle. This is this solid area I have to take. In that I have to deduct this. If I deduct this, then third one I need to add. So x-axis is that base. So this is first, this is from the top, this distance A is nothing but 4r by 3 pi, and this B is nothing but the total distance minus A, that is 3 minus of 4r by 3 pi, 1.73. This is the B value. So moment of inertia about x-axis, that is Ix equal to, first with respect to base is BDQ by 3 minus of quarter circle, this 0.055 into r to the power 4, that is moment of inertia about centroidal axis. This centroidal axis I need to transfer to x. The distance is B, that is area is pi r square by 4 into B square. B is nothing but 1.73 square. Plus this is pi into r4 by 16. Solving, you will get moment of inertia about Ix equal to 17.29 centimeter to the power 4. Similarly, I need to find with respect to y-axis. With respect to axis, y is here, and similarly for second deduction, this is addition. So AB, A is this, from the face it is 4r by 3 pi, for other end it is total r minus A, that is 3 minus 4r by 3 pi, it is 1.73. So Iyy, this is BDQ by 3 minus 0.055 into r to the power 4, this is centered about y-axis, plus area into distance square, plus pi r4 by 16. So your moment of inertia about y-axis is Iy is 17.29 centimeter 4. So I believe you understood how to solve the problem. To solve the problem, you have to remember the basic moment of inertia for regular figures. So with these basic formulas, you can easily solve any problem on moment of inertia. You write down this and solve some problems. You can solve these problems. I have given you 5 problems to solve, so that you will get little bit confidence about solving problem on moment of inertia. These are the reference book which I have referred. Thank you.